Our group found both TED Talk boot camps to be very useful, and these are some of the takeaways that we have. So one of the biggest takeaways that I found was that the speaker is not the hero, rather than it is the audience that is the hero. And this is it's a very useful tool because a lot of people think that the audience wants to hear a story about them, when in reality they want the story to be, they want to see themselves inside the story instead of being on the outside. Another big takeaway I got from this was this slide shown in class, and it's the end and call to action. So you can have a great presentation, but if you don't ask your audience to act or to pursue what you're talking about, then everything that you did up to that point was completely useless. And also it also gives like a definite ending, so the audience knows, and it gives them a sense of them wanting to do something. Another big takeaway I found was some of the tactics, which is picture it, rule of 520 point font and above, action titles, 1:2 ratio, be key and don't be perfect. So I think the biggest ones of the tactics are the 24 point font and above, because I think it's a big takeaway because a lot of people don't think about it, but you want your audience to be able to read it, and you don't want to have many words, so you want it to pop when you do use words, and you have to choose those words carefully. The second one I find very helpful is don't be perfect. I think this is personally helpful because when I see, or if I'm listening to somebody and they make a mistake, it almost helps because it makes them seem more human, and you could trust them more. And it's all about building trust between you and your audience. So I think action titles are also important because it's just a sense of adventure for the audience. And then picture it is just the visual representations. So from the second boot camp, the big takeaway I found most useful was the story map / audience map, which this allows us to kind of map what we're gonna say and how we're gonna say it, and what's the beginning and the middle and the end. And it's important because you need to have a sense of direction throughout the whole story. And then the meet the hero from the packet that we got, just asking your questions like, what are they like? Why are they here? What keeps them up at night? How can you solve their problem? And then the other big takeaway is the big idea. So it's the point of view stakes. So the big idea is the point of view plus stakes. I think this is the biggest, most important part of any talk, because it's a statement that the audience knows, and they know where you stand on something, and it gives them a clear vision of what you see from your point of view. And those are the most helpful things I found from the boot camps.